Let's get right into it. Number 1, why can't you be more like someone else? It starts innocently enough. A parent, frustrated or disappointed, glances at their child's report card or messy room and sighs, "Why can't you be more like your cousin?" Or maybe it's a neighbor, a classmate, or even a sibling. The message lands with a thud. Who you are isn't enough. This kind of comparison isn't just a fleeting comment. It's a seed planted deep in a child's mind. Over time, it grows into a gnawing sense of inadequacy. Kids begin to measure their worth against others, always coming up short, always feeling like a knockoff version of someone else. The damage isn't just emotional, it's relational. Sibling rivalry intensifies, friendships become competitions, and self-esteem takes a nosedive. Instead of learning to value their unique strengths, children internalize the belief that love and approval are conditional, always just out of reach. The truth is, every child is wired differently with their own quirks and talents. When parents compare, they erase individuality and sow resentment. The scars can last a lifetime, echoing in adult relationships and self-perception. Comparison doesn't motivate, it diminishes. And the cost is a child who never feels truly seen. Number 2, everything I gave up was because of you. Few phrases weigh heavier on a child's heart than hearing, "After all I've given up for you." It's a guilt trip disguised as love, a subtle reminder that your very existence comes with a price tag. Parents who constantly highlight their sacrifices, missed vacations, career changes, lost dreams, may believe they're teaching gratitude. In reality, they're handing their children a lifelong invoice. Kids internalize the idea that their happiness is always at someone else's expense. Every personal achievement, every moment of joy, is shadowed by the sense that they owe their parents something in return. This emotional debt can lead to chronic people-pleasing, anxiety, and a fear of pursuing one's own path. Instead of feeling supported, children feel trapped, responsible for their parents' unfulfilled dreams. The irony is, all parents make sacrifices. It's part of the job. But when those sacrifices are weaponized, love becomes transactional. Children grow up believing they must earn affection, rather than simply being worthy of it. The healthiest families celebrate each other's choices without keeping score. True love doesn't demand repayment, it gives freely, allowing children to grow without the weight of guilt. Number 3, don't forget who gave you life and can take it away. It's often said with a smirk or a laugh, but the message behind "I brought you into this world and I can take you out" is anything but funny. This phrase, whether meant as a joke or a threat, sends a chilling signal: your safety and belonging are conditional. For a child, the person who's supposed to be their protector suddenly becomes a source of fear. Even if the words are tossed out in frustration, the underlying power dynamic is unmistakable. Children learn that love and security can be revoked at any moment, depending on their behavior or mood. This breeds anxiety, hypervigilance, and a constant need to please. The home, which should be a safe haven, starts to feel like a minefield. Over time, kids internalize the idea that their very existence is precarious, that affection is something to be earned, not given. The result? Adults who struggle with trust, who fear abandonment, and who never quite feel safe in relationships. Threats, even veiled as jokes, don't teach respect, they teach fear. And fear is a poor foundation for any family. Number 4. How could you be so dumb? Few wounds cut as deep as being called dumb or stupid by a parent. It's not just a critique of a single action, it's a label that sticks, echoing long after the moment has passed. When a child spills milk, forgets homework, or makes a mistake, and the response is, "How could you be so dumb?" the message is clear: your errors define you. Over time, these words become part of a child's internal dialogue. They start to believe that intelligence is fixed, that they're inherently flawed, and that trying is pointless. This is the birthplace of self-doubt and learned helplessness. Instead of seeing mistakes as opportunities to grow, children become afraid to take risks or ask questions. The fear of being shamed outweighs the desire to learn. As adults, they may second-guess every decision, apologizing for their ideas before they're even spoken. The truth is, everyone makes mistakes, especially kids. Growth comes from encouragement, not ridicule. When parents choose words that build up rather than tear down, they nurture resilience and confidence. A single careless insult can echo for years, but so can a single word of support. Number 5. Stop overreacting. You're just too emotional. When a child is told, stop overreacting or you're just too emotional, it's more than a dismissal. It's a denial of their inner world. These words teach kids that their feelings are inconvenient, embarrassing, or even wrong. Instead of learning to process and express emotions, children start to bottle them up, doubting their own instincts. They may begin to apologize for crying, hide their excitement, or suppress anger, all in an effort to avoid being labeled as too much. Over time, this emotional invalidation can lead to anxiety, depression, and difficulty forming healthy relationships. Adults who grew up hearing these phrases often struggle to trust their own feelings, constantly second-guessing whether their reactions are justified. The irony is, sensitivity is not a flaw. It's a sign of empathy and emotional intelligence. When parents dismiss emotions, they miss the chance to teach emotional regulation and resilience. Instead of shutting down a child's feelings, the healthiest approach is to listen, validate, and guide. Emotions are not the enemy. Ignoring them is. Every child deserves to feel heard, not silenced by shame or ridicule. Number 6. Sometimes I wish you didn't exist. There are few statements more devastating than a parent expressing regret over their child's existence. Whether said in anger or whispered in frustration, "Sometimes I wish you didn't exist," is a wound that never fully heals. For a child, this isn't just a rejection of behavior. It's a rejection of their very being. The message is clear. You are a mistake, an inconvenience, or a burden. This kind of existential rejection plants seeds of toxic shame, convincing children that they are fundamentally unworthy of love or belonging. The effects ripple outward, shaping self-esteem, relationships, and even career choices. Adults who grew up with this message often become perfectionists, people pleasers, or emotional overachievers, desperate to prove their worth. Others may withdraw, convinced that nothing they do will ever be enough. The tragedy is that these words are often spoken in moments of stress, not realizing their lifelong impact. Children need to know they are wanted, valued, and loved, no matter what. When parents fail to provide that foundation, the resulting emptiness can echo for decades, coloring every aspect of a child's life. Number 7. You're making things up. That never happened. When a parent insists, "You're making things up," or "that never happened," it's more than just denial, it's gaslighting. This tactic erodes a child's trust in their own memory and perception. Imagine recalling a painful event only to be told it's a figment of your imagination. Over time, children begin to question their reality, wondering if their feelings and experiences are valid at all. This confusion can lead to chronic self-doubt, anxiety, and a fractured sense of self. The child learns that their truth is negotiable, subject to someone else's version of events. As adults, they may struggle to set boundaries, trust their instincts, or even recall their own history with confidence. Gaslighting isn't just about erasing memories, it's about erasing identity. The healthiest families acknowledge mistakes and validate each other's experiences, even when it's uncomfortable. Denying a child's reality may seem like a way to avoid conflict or guilt, but it comes at the cost of their mental health. Every child deserves to feel seen and believed, not lost in a fog